Let's talk about sex, baby. I realize this is not the song, but there are copyright issues. I can't use the original song, so I thought this would have to do. Welcome to the track. It's the sex episode from Triple J's The HookUp Sexpert. I don't know if she refers to herself as that, but Dee Salmin is here. She's going to answer all the questions I have about sex. The singing that I was kind of doing has ended, and I think that's probably a good thing, but I'm still here. Enjoy the episode. To love the ABC is to be critical of it, in my opinion.
The only tattoo I have is of the ABC.
What does it say?
The logo.
We're going now. You can tell me the tattoo. Does it say death did the ABC?
No, it's just the ABC logo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That is a cool tattoo, though.
Well, yeah, it's the only one I have, and the reason I have it is because because I started off working for the ABC in Bunbury, in WA.
Is Bunbury the windy? No, I'm thinking
it's
of
the
Geraldton.
meth capital of Australia.
No, every small town claims they're the meth capital, but they're not really.
It really
is. It really?
Yeah.
Not much
it was when I
guess.
worked there.
Yeah.
They did the sewage test and it came out as number one.
That's how they find it, isn't it?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they have to go through everyone's shit.
I know.
So
and then Melbourne is ketamine. Anyway.
Right. So you're doing meth in Bunbury?
I was not doing meth in Bunbury. I was living in Bunbury when there was meth around me. But yeah, I produced the breakfast show and presented the morning show. I produced this presenter called we were really close when I lived there, and my boss as well. And we did like a regional tour.
Oh, cool.
Where I know it's very like regional ABC or local ABC where you have to go like out to the regions and.
But I love that about ABC, like listening to local ABC. Like I still listen to like Illawarra South Coast ABC, which is where I'm from when I go back, because it's like that's the power of the whole thing. It's like beautiful that it connects with local people, and it's there. It's always there, you know.
I know. I genuinely felt like a proper journalist when I lived there. Like now I'm just like
the wheels have fallen.
Butt plugs in a studio in Melbourne. But no, like you genuinely go out and you interview people who are from like all walks of life with their stories, and you learn so much. But yeah, we basically did this regional tour where we went to like all these different small towns in the southwest of WA and presented the breakfast in the morning show from a new town each day.
Are these OBs?
Yeah. OBs.
Yeah, that's a technical
term. Technical term, if you will.
Outside
outside broadcast.
Right? Yeah, okay.
And we went to this small town near Margaret River called Tuah.
Okay.
It's the cow town.
It's a cow town.
Yeah, it's basically like, you know how every small town has their thing?
Yes.
Theirs is like giant statues of cows everywhere.
Statues?
Yeah.
Really? I was going to say, because like you can't, a lot of towns have cows, you know, like dairy farming. It's a big part of this
their
country.
niche is like not just the physical cows.
They got statues.
They got statue cows everywhere.
I support that. I like that though, because I remember I went to a town called Nyngan in central New South Wales, a very small town, and they got a big statue of a bogan. It's just called a bogan. And it's like, you're kind of like, what the hell, it's stupid. But the locals are like, it put the town on the map. There's like cafes there because people drive through and then they're like, we'll stop for a coffee and to look at this big statue. So I think towns doing things, even as like, you're like, cows, why do you have statues of cows? Pretty cool. It's something.
And it makes people do that. It makes people stop and go, I'm going to get a photo with the cow.
Yeah.
The statue of the cow.
Yeah. So did you get photos with the cow?
Oh, yeah. I think I even sat on top of one.
Nice.
But okay, so yeah, we were in Tuah and I didn't know who he was, but he was apparently like a global world famous tattoo artist who lived overseas but just happened to be, he's from Tuah.
Yeah.
And his family's there and he just happened to be there while we were doing our OB, like visiting his family or something.
Wow.
And so...
Do you remember this world famous tattoo artist's name?
Oh, I don't, but I can message.
No, look, it's not that important.
Yeah.
We'll just...
I'm not really like in the world of famous tattoo artists, so it kind of just went over my head.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But that would be massive on
As
Instagram.
a clean skin, I was.
Back then you were.
Yeah, so I had no interest in tattoos it was just never something I wanted. And it was one of those things where like, I feel like the Hamish and the Andys of the world, not well, right? When you work in radio and it just becomes a bit of a bit of like, or wouldn't it, or you wouldn't dare, like, wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah, it's a real commercial radio. I don't
know,
think
why
ABC local radio.
I know. And I don't even think, no, we did record it. But it became one of those things where it was like, we should do a package with this tattoo artist.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, interview him whilst we all get tattoos.
Yeah.
And he was like almost offended because he does these like really intricate, amazing tattoos.
It's like a man with a dragon with a samurai sword.
Exactly.
You know, stabbing capitalism or whatever he's normally doing.
Exactly. A whole back work.
Yeah.
And so he was a bit like, oh, this is hilarious. I've never done like a really small tattoo before.
Oh, that's so like, I mean, I don't know this world famous tattoo. We don't even know their name.
We don't even know their name.
But it's like, what a fucking humble brag that is. It's like, it's actually quite basic for me. I've
Yeah.
never done something this small. Normally I'm doing big murals on people's bodies.
Yeah, the fact that he was like, oh, this is kind of fun because I've never done this before.
Yeah. And it's pretty, surely it's pretty easy.
Oh,
to
yeah,
do.
I mean.
Dun, 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 dun.
And it got to the point where it was like we like all were too scared to chicken out. Like it became this like thing where probably like maybe we didn't really want to do it. Like I probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But it just was like, well, we all said we would, so now we're all doing it, and we're actually in the studio, and he's got the zzz, and like now we're doing it.
I mean, you've got to do it. I think a ABC tattoo is kind of quite a cool tattoo. Actually, I think any tattoo that has like a regretful story, and I'm not saying that yours is a regretful story. It sounds like it's quite a nice story. It's kind of cool. It shows that at some point you lived your life. Also, if you ever lived overseas, having a tattoo of the ABC is a great talking point. Because then you can start talking about our publicly funded broadcaster, which is a fun conversation to have when you're eating tapas by the beach in Spain.
And they're like, what do you mean?
Yeah, people won't get it. But do you have any more?
No, that's it.
That's it.
And
you don't get a car park at the ABC,
I
even though
they don't give me one apparently.
It's like I love that you love the place more than anyone.
Exactly. But that's the thing. It's like that's why I need this story, because otherwise it genuinely just looks like I fucking would die for the ABC.
Yeah.
It's like the only tattoo I have where it's just like, no, it's his actual just really funny story that happened in Bunbury.
Yeah. But people would like it because you know how you meet people that love the ABC. Like, for example, growing up, we were an ABC household. My household, we were like, my parents were crazy hippies. Not that means that's the only reason, but it was like my dad would call anything else American propaganda that was on TV. Yank crap, I think is a quote that he would say. But they liked it. Also, I do stand up about this now, but as a side point, my mum's hall pass growing up was former 7:30 report host Kerry O'Brien. Do you know Kerry O'Brien?
Yes, that is so funny.
I know, it's crazy.
They told you that as a kid?
My mum would watch it and be like, I've got a big crush on this guy, and really be watching the news intently.
Every day she's like, Sam, nah, everyone get to the table.
I just thought she liked current affairs a lot, but really she was, eyeballing Kerry.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's gross is what it is. Anyway, he's a nice guy, I think. But anyway, the point is, I like the ABC and I think it's good. But like some people really like the ABC and are like, I'm so proud of the ABC. So you having that tattoo like really kind of endears yourself to them in a way, you could go quite high up at the ABC. I don't know what the qualifications are. Like Ida Buttrose was the former chair. It's like does she have a tattoo of the ABC?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
You could run the whole show.
I should just get a photo of it on my next resume.
I think so. I think that'd be good.
It is true. It's like whenever you drive past a car or you see a car and they've got the ABC sticker and you're like, oh, you're a like stan.
Anyone that calls it auntie. Yeah. Which sickens me but do you know my favorite show on TV is on the ABC, Media Watch. I love Media Watch. Do you like Media Watch?
I'm scared. I do. Because when I studied media, that was what they made us watch.
Yeah.
Because I did a postgrad broadcasting at Whopper in Perth.
Yes. Great school.
That was like a show that we watched every week.
Really? So lucky ducks you were.
It was like, learning about the media and the mistakes that people made.
It's fantastic.
I know. I nearly ended up on it once.
I've been on it.
For what?
Like 4 times. Fucking up on the project.
That's
and they would
funny.
sometimes open the show with like a clip I played or something. And to their credit, I don't know who's producing that show. They would include me in it as opposed to just using the clip that I would play.
How did you feel when it first happened?
Like happiest I've ever been.
Because it's every journo's nightmare.
Well, no, because I don't care because I'm not a journalist. Right. So I kind of, I would love to be the host. To me, it's the easiest job in the country because all you have to do. And I heard the guy, and this is I heard the guy gets paid crazy money as well for 15 minutes a week to literally just go like, really, Nova? You thought you'd get away with that? Like We got you. It's so fun. It's like all negativity, no positivity.
Yeah.
It's the easiest job on TV.
And it's such a short slot.
It's such a short slot.
It's like, and you have so much power.
So much power.
Because you just get to be like, tut, tut, tut.
Exactly.
I'd never do that.
It's like you get to play the worst role you would in a relationship, and that's your job, which is so easy to fall in, just critical, just being like, oh, you're going to do that, are you? Oh, you think that looks good? I wouldn't go out like that.
So what did you do?
No, I think we did so many things. Like, I think I got on it because I made a joke about Hungry Jack's, and then someone had to order McDonald's because I didn't realize we had a sponsorship with McDonald's, maybe. So then I ate a Big Mac on the desk or something. And
sorry, when I said Hungry Jack's, I actually went back.
Yeah. And I think they were like, what are you talking? This is clearly like cash for comment, essentially, at this point. Oh,
that is great.
But how did you end up going from Bunbury to do the sexy show on Triple J?
I just applied. Yeah.
That's it.
I just applied.
I really
did
thought
an
there was going to be some great big answer to it.
No, I actually,
I saw a Seek.com advertisement and I worked on my CV for half an afternoon and I put it in and I got a call back.
It was the most Perth thing ever because I was in Bali at the time.
Are you from Perth?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I was like, everyone goes to Bali because it's like, well, it used to be like $150 flight return.
Oh, it is crazy
it's
the
insane.
amount of Perth people that are there.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, why wouldn't you?
So I was doing my yearly Bali trip.
Yeah.
And my friend, because I notoriously was like, I had at the time a podcast called The No Chill Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Which was basically like calling out fuckboys, and it was about dating and like girls who were like dating shit guys and calling them out and blah, blah, blah. And so I had this podcast. I had like a meme page on Instagram that had like over 100,000 followers. And it was like I was known for dating and sex and like getting into people's dating lives.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like sunning my hole in Bali. And my friend texted me and she was like, babe, have you seen this ad for the HookUp at Triple J? They're looking for a producer.
Yeah.
And so while I was away, I had to like quickly put together a resume and I like really made it personal and added all these memes and made it funny.
Yeah, and then they
applied,
liked it. That was the spark they needed.
Yeah.
That happens a lot at Triple J. The producers end up hosting the shows.
Yeah.
Is that a radio thing? It's like Harry produces this show. If I ever caught wind for a second, he was eyeing off the top job.
Well, I think a lot of producers just are too scared to say they want to present.
But yeah.
And they just want a foot in the door.
Well, that's
but
all
I was
anyone
already
wants.
a presenter and a producer, so I was just happy to be firstly in Melbourne. I wanted to move to Melbourne.
What a great city.
And secondly, like dream job working for Triple J. And then thirdly.
Well, you had the tattoo already.
Well, exactly. So I've obviously only going to ever work at the ABC.
Yeah. Forever.
Forever.
Really limiting your career options there. Thank you for doing the show, by the way.
Oh.
I have one question. This is I need advice, basically. Okay. So I'm trying to become a better kisser with my girlfriend.
Okay. What's the issue?
She says I'm a terrible kisser.
How long have you been together?
5 years probably.
And you still haven't nailed it?
Well, I thought I was okay. But she seems to think I've never been good. But I think that's a real...
Is she only just telling you this?
Yeah, like in the last year probably.
Wow.
So I think either I'm such a lovely person that she was able to, put the bad kissing to the side, or I was actually okay at kissing at the start, or she got caught up in the fun of at least dating or something, that the kissing wasn't as big of an issue. But now I'll go to because we never make out on the couch anymore. I just want to make out on the couch. You know how fun making out is?
Yeah.
Like, it's the best, right?
I'm like, sometimes it's better than sex.
Of course, right? You just get to make out and then you stop and then you're like, oh, cool, where are we up to on the block? Or what, like...
Yeah, let's go back to level 1.
Exactly. It's like the best time. Anyway, so she won't let me do it and she's like, you just got to get better at kissing. So how can I get better? I guess I mean, you're not going to be able to answer this, but if you are struggling with something, maybe a physical roadblock in your relationship. We're still having sex, by the way, just not that much kissing. Not that I needed to clarify that. That was the lamest thing I've ever done. Anyway, how do you do it? How do you navigate these murky seas?
Well, has she spoken about what she wants out of the kissing?
No. She's Argentinian. Well, they wouldn't do that.
She just has...
She's like, bad.
Bad, do better.
Bad kiss, not good.
It's such an annoying piece of advice because I get it all the time from experts on the pod and I just kind of like get tired of hearing it. But it's just about communicating.
So I have to ask her exactly how to do
because like everyone's different, right? And this is why sometimes there's this kind of like dating hookup culture thing where people will be like, oh, they were a shit root on the first date and so therefore I'm never going to see them again. I'm like, in what world would you expect a stranger to be good in bed?
It's terrifying.
The first time you've met each other.
Yeah, because it's also like you have essentially like a job interview at the start. You like meet for a drink and you're kind of like in a more casual setting doing a CV to each other. You're being like, oh yeah, I'm from here, blah, blah, blah. I've got 2 sisters, whatever you say. And then you're like, all right, should we have sex? It's like, that's not enough of a like.
But also like, everyone is so different. Like the thing that I've learned the most from this show is like everyone's like pleasure is different. Everyone like has certain things that gets them off. Everyone has different spots in their body that they would rather be touched or whatever. Like everyone is just like 2 very different people trying to like make it good for the other person and for making sex like pleasurable for both of you. But it's like you no one's having that conversation. You're just like trying to figure it out.
We're just giving it a go.
You're just giving it a go and then being like, oh, they were shit or that was not great. And then like ditching them. And it's like, hang on. Yeah. You could be 5 years down the track and be like, you're not a good kisser. So my advice is like, just talk about like what you like, why.
Well, she told me what she doesn't. She said I put too much tongue in the front of her teeth. She started calling me Colgate as a nickname.
So you're going in hard with the tongue.
Well, apparently I'm going too hard with the tongue.
Well, you got to ease in with the tongue.
Yeah, I think that is the issue. She has, I mean, there has been that kind of constructive feedback.
Yeah.
It was like, don't go crazy. She says I get too excited to be in there.
That's cute.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, it's because you're like, I really want to pash on the couch.
I just want to pash on the couch and then I want to, in between watch Squid Game. That's all I want.
I'd say that you've got to ease into it and then you've got to meet her where she's at. So she's like a real slow, like, I want to get into this slowly.
I think that is what she wants.
Because she's the one
You know what she can do? She can go from like, we can be watching Squid Game and then it'll be like, she can just go into passionate kissing immediately. Whereas I'm like, it's pretty funny that we're watching whatever we're watching and then we're kissing. Like, and she can just be completely in the moment of kissing. Whereas I don't think I've ever been kissing someone and not been like, this is pretty crazy. I'm kissing. Like, that's the only thought I'm having. Whereas I think she can just lose herself to the moment.
Okay. Whereas you're like in your head a bit about what's happening.
I'm like, my tongue is in another person's mouth.
Well, then if she's like able to do that, then she should be into the just passionate pash on the couch then.
I know, but it's more my technique is so bad that it's ruining it for her. Anyway, these are like personal problems I probably don't need to go into.
I just think that's so common. Like my partner only just told me that he doesn't like that I try to kiss him. He calls it like a grandma.
What's the grammar?
Well, okay. So our issue is he's 6'7".
Yeah, I've met him. He's so tall.
He's so tall. And so I'm like down here. So we have this issue where like I can't just spontaneously kiss him.
You can't get up there.
I can't get up there.
Yeah.
And so like my way of being like, I want to kiss is by being like, and he says I look like I'm a grandma trying to give him a kiss because I'm going like.
Wait, did you say a grandma? Like a grandma?
Yeah, he reckons it's like a grandma like.
Oh, like come here, sonny boy.
Yeah, like come like that.
That is so
Whereas
off-putting.
It's like,
so off-putting if that's the mental link you make.
That's what he's like. He thinks he's off that because he thinks it's like, he's like you. He's like, I want a passionate kiss on the couch.
Yeah.
But how I instigate.
But not with your grandma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so he gets off it. But I'm like, the only way that I can show you that I'm interested in kissing without being like, I want to kiss is by just doing that gesture to be like, I need you to reach me. Like, it's like.
You need a little step ladder. Have you thought about
just
that?
Carrying it in my bag,
honestly,
just whipping it out and being like, all right, I'm ready now.
I think that's better than him associating you with his grandma.
So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm like, we are navigating a kiss.
Yeah, so what you're saying, there's issues.
Everyone's got
their own issues. Yeah, whether it be height
and it's
or
like
technique.
You can be together for 3-5 years and it's like you're still getting told like on a random Tuesday that you kiss like a grandma.
Yeah. What have you learned about? I mean, you're already kind of in that world, but what have you learned about society's kind of attitudes towards sex from hosting? Because I'm fascinated I do stand up and I often talk about sex and intimate moments from my girlfriend and my life. And people get weirded out, but in stand up you can kind of play with the weirdness and have fun with it.
The awkwardness in the room.
Yeah, but like what have you learned? And because everyone has got the weirdest attitudes towards sex.
There is still so much shame.
It's all shame.
There's so much shame. And it's interesting because when we do this thing where like once a month we put up on our Instagram, like, tell us your secret, right? And we've been doing that for years now. And we get the most crazy stories.
Yeah.
Like stuff that and it's pages and pages
that
of
people
like,
have just documented.
People are like sharing, but because it's all anonymous. Like, so when I see those messages, I go, wow, people are so much kinkier. People are having so many affairs. People are doing crazy sex stuff.
And then you just got to get the bus with them in the morning.
Yeah, and I'm like, which one of you?
I know. I think that sometimes I'll be on public transport and I'll look around and be like, what fucking weird shit is everyone up? Because everyone's got their own version of weird stuff. It might not be sex, but there's something weird that you kind of don't broadcast to people. When you can't sit down when you meet someone
and just be like, hey, I'm into this.
Yeah, by the way, sorry, my wrists are sore from the handcuffs or whatever, like do you know what I mean? But everyone's got it. But we're just kind of pretending we don't.
Exactly. And that's probably my biggest takeaway is that like when you get people in an anonymous forum, you're like, wow, people are so much less vanilla than you expect. Yeah. And I'm talking like crazy, but then on a surface level, everyone's just like, there's so much shame and like no one would ever own the stuff that they're into.
Do you think it's
about.
Shame or do you think it's just a necessity of how we've set up society? Like obviously I guess there's historical reasons, religion, everything is kind of suppressed for a reason. But like now we live in this world where we all go to work and we interact and it's like, could you be wearing your things on your sleeve?
Like...
not even like fear, but you know what I mean? It's like, is there a world where everyone could be completely open and transparent about what they're into? And if that was the case, do you think people would still be into those things? Because I feel like half the stuff that people are into, maybe that's their kink.
Yeah.
Part of it is right that it's like taboo or it's
exactly. I think there's like certain places around the world where that is more open, right? Where if you look at like Germany or Berlin or like certain places where people are just walking around naked and they're like,
fucking weirdest place in the world. Yeah,
this is me. But I think it's interesting because if you look at the way that we were brought up, like there was no sex education. I don't know what yours was, but mine was genuinely.
Kerry O'Brien was mine.
Yeah, your mom's like, now Sam.
She's like, watch this. She's squirming on the seat. I'm like, Catherine, calm down, please. I get it. He's a good journalist, but come on.
I was going to say something, but I was like, it's way too R-rated.
No, get in there.
No, I was going to say, why is the seat wet, Mum?
Yeah.
I think like mine was a condom on a banana and that was it. Like it was genuinely this like old seedy guy who actually ended up going to jail for pedophilia.
Is this Harold? No, because we spoke about the giraffe guy. No, wait, this is just a guy you know. Sorry.
This is my school teacher. I won't name and shame the school.
Sorry.
But I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
I'm like, it's Harry. I know the pedophile.
Who the fuck's Harry?
No, last week I was talking to Mel Tracina about Happy Healthy Harold. It might not have been a WA thing. The giraffe in the caravan that would go around the East Coast to all the schools and he would teach you about sex and health. But it was crazy. Like you'd sit in the caravan with a man
person wearing a giraffe
No,
outfit.
he would put a puppet on his hand and do like a ventriloquist act. And he would be like, all right, kids, chlamydia is bad. And you're like, oh, cool. Thanks, giraffe. Like it doesn't make sense. But can I say it's better than the pedophile?
Yeah, the pedophile that I had.
Pedophile's way worse.
Wow. No, we didn't have that.
Yeah. The caravan couldn't make it across the Nullarbor, I guess.
Clearly. Would have broke down.
Yeah.
No, we had a pedophile that we didn't know was a pedophile at the time who basically just got us all to have whole bananas and then put a condom on it and then that was it.
That was it? That was the whole thing?
Genuinely it.
Yeah, because like...
It was genuinely it. And I think like for most people, even still, like sex education is generally like, don't have sex, you'll get pregnant.
Yeah, it's all negative.
STIs, it's all negative and there's nothing about pleasure. And so like that's why I think there's a lot of tabooness and shame, is just because from such a young age we're kind of, and like some, parents will say to their kids like, oh, don't touch yourself in public, or like put your pants on. Or,
Stop jerking off in public, would you?
And I'm like, that's a 5-year-old. They don't know what they're doing.
I know, yeah.
But there's so much shame from such a young age and tabooness around it that we get to adulthood and then we're still just
you can never
carrying
get out of
that.
it,
We speak to so many people who that's times 100 because they like have religious upbringings, and it's really hard to unlearn.
How do we teach young men to not be assholes?
I think there's a lot.
Or teach them to be good at sex, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a lot of people who are working really hard to do that.
Yeah.
One of my good friends, Chanel Contos, owns and runs Teach Us Consent, which is an incredible initiative where they have a lot of resources and they go into schools, and she's written a book, Consent Laid Bare. Like there's like Tomorrow Man and Tomorrow Woman, and there's Beyond DV, which was a panel I was a part of recently where it was a whole day where they invited all these year 11 male students to come along, and the whole day was around like panels around healthy masculinity and healthy relationships and mental health, and having these important conversations about consent and sex. And so I think there's like a lot of people who are working really, really hard and going out into schools. One of my good friends, Daniel Principe, he is someone who is exhausted because he's constantly traveling and chatting to young boys and young men about these topics, and they're so important. So I think like, it's a really challenging time at the moment, because what we're seeing with the algorithms and the content that young boys in schools are consuming, it's like there was a study that was released last year that said that within 20 minutes, if you had set your gender to male on TikTok, that you would get misogynistic content put into your feed.
Well, I mean, I even get it, so it's like, I mean, the algorithm's always trying to work out what you want, but I guess just because I'm a man who likes, football or whatever, it's like, that's enough of it to like start just sending me stuff to see what sticks. And some of it, you're like, what the hell are these? Like, there's these guys doing podcasts. It's like the Andrew Tate world.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're like, it is crazy how if you didn't know any better and you just saw that, you're like, oh, cool, I guess this is what we're doing. And you get corrupted immediately, especially if you're like 15, 16.
Exactly. You're like a 12-year-old boy. We know that the average age that a young boy watches porn for the first time is 11. And they're not having sex at 11. You know what I mean? So that's their first kind of education that they get. And it's like, I don't spend a lot of time on Pornhub, but whenever I do for work to do research, like step mummy, stepdaughter.
It's all step
like, it's just
stuff.
Step stuff. Yep. It's all.
I say that very.
You're like.
No, I can confirm it. It's all step.
Yesterday, it was actually.
Do you watch it for work? Does the ABC censors? Do you?
No, I don't. You should see my history. You should. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, just waiting for IT to just shut my computer down to be like, we need to investigate your search history.
Yeah, I mean that's great. I guess you've got the perfect excuse to.
Exactly.
Once a producer gave me their phone for something, and they were like, "Oh, quickly Google it." They were doing something, and then I opened up, and there was a porn tab open. And I mean, it does happen. You just got to delete these things out of your world.
Yeah.
Or we go to the world where there's no shame, like this paradise that we were discussing earlier.
Well, exactly.
Where it's not shameful. I say, "Oh, that's a great video that I've also."
You're like, what's her face? Yeah, loved it. Saw her yesterday.
Yeah.
The thing is it's just about like. Yeah, there's no shame in watching porn. It's just about like being aware of what you're consuming.
Yes.
And having, I guess, like an understanding of like, how is this shaping my ideas about sex?
Totally.
And my ideas about women. And as adults, you can hopefully critically think and do that right. But as a 10-year-old, you can't.
10 is just crazy.
And so you're watching that at that age, right? You have no idea what's really going on. Maybe there's older guys, like I've heard from young boys who it's like their older brother or their older brother's friends that have forced them to watch it, right?
Oh, really?
And so there's like this peer pressure of like, oh my God, watch these videos, blah, blah, blah. And so you're watching this content. Your sex education in school is a condom on a banana. You've been told that it's just about not getting pregnant and not raping. And then you go have, you know what I mean? And then you go have sex for the first time, and then guys are talking online about body count and getting your numbers up, and then you're on TikTok and Andrew Tate's being like, women are property, you know? So I'm like, think about the trajectory.
But it's crazy that we're making progress in some areas and then going so far in the other direction.
Yeah.
And it's like, it would be cool if we were all on the same page. But
that's
I guess
the biggest takeaway I've had over the past couple of years from doing this show is that like we are living in the most polarized like society. I haven't been around for much, but like, you know what I mean?
Like that.
I think we did an episode maybe a couple of months ago about the gender divide, and research shows that historically Gen Z are the most politically divided they've historically ever been.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like right now?
Yeah. So like young men are voting right and conservative, and they're becoming more traditional in their beliefs, and young women are becoming way more progressive and left, and, you know.
Why is that? Is that because
it's the content they're consuming?
Women are smarter than men? That's what it feels like.
Well, like girls and women are outperforming in education.
Yeah.
And more women are enrolled in university and graduating.
Yeah. Well, I've never met a woman that was dumber than me. Every woman I've ever met is smarter than me. Like, and I'm not just saying that to be like a king, but I'm just saying I think as a rule, like women, I've got a hot take actually.
Yeah.
I feel like because biologically, right, if you're born a woman, you are forced to grapple with the concept of life earlier than men. And you have to kind of think, and like you're kind of almost told by society what it means because of your gender.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, well, when do I want to blah, 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 have kids? So you're critically thinking from a young age where men are just holding a stick, boys are just like smacking a stick into a tree for the first 15 years of their life. Do you know what I mean? So I feel that's why women are smarter.
Yeah,
that's my hot take. Clip that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like those boxes placed based on your gender are given to both boys and girls.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They're just very different. I think there's a lot of like
different.
Expectations on girls from a young age to be nurturing and, you know, like to the expectation of like you will get married and it's your livelihood is based off of finding a partner and then getting married and having kids and blah, blah, blah. But then on the other side, like there's still these really outdated traditional ideas around men, around like, you know, the man box and being pushed, like your emotions being pushed in and shoved down and not giving voice to how you're feeling and not crying and blah, blah, blah. And then there is this insane dialogue that's happening with young guys at the moment, I think is coming from the Andrew Tates of the world around like having to be the breadwinner and make money and like this have you heard of the 666 rule?
No.
It's
what I
like,
was thinking of, no. Sorry, I was thinking of a football formation. I'd be like, that'd be a crazy pivot in conversation. No, sorry, what is it?
So it's this like idea that's happening online that guys, like young guys are consuming around women only. They've been told that women only want a man who's on 6 figures, 6 foot, and has 6 inches.
Oh.
Which isn't true, which is not true at all.
It's convenient. The number 6.
I know.
Works, yeah.
And so that's kind of what.
How much is 6 figures? What's that, 100,000?
100K.
Oh, okay. So you need to be 6 foot, 100K, and a 6-inch penis. Is this what, am I across it? Sorry to spell it out. Right.
And so like those ideas are being shoved into men's brains at such a young age. That's what I mean about the polarizing. It's like they've got this idea of like, I need to be rich. Women only want me for money. I need to be tall. I need to be ripped. I need to.
Yeah, I get. Oh, it is interesting. Is this all because of that meme? I'm looking for a man in finance. Do you think that's contributed to it?
I think that is solely responsible for.
I follow that girl on Instagram, the one that created it, and she's not having hits like she had with the "I'm looking for a man in finance," and she's still trying. Like she's having a crack.
It's like the HookUp girl. She got a whole show.
She had a crypto coin.
Because what's the go with her now? Because I just feel like it's so funny now. Every meme.
She got cancelled for something. I don't know exactly.
So short-lived.
She had a good run though.
She had a good run.
Yeah.
Because she got a lot of deals out of it. But yeah, I feel like it's so funny. You see like the viral TikTok or meme or whatever. Yeah. And then you see the like brand deal. You see the podcast deal. And then you see them trying to like keep the momentum. Because obviously you would. Why wouldn't you?
You do it. You see the rise, but then often you see the fall as well.
And it's like only only the people who are cut out, and I'm interested in how you feel because you work in this industry, but I feel like only the people who genuinely are like cut out performers or just like amazing talent like Brittany Broski are the ones that last, you know?
Yeah, I think it's like it's a strange world of like you can find your own audience if you like you don't need now I feel like you don't need there's like anyone to give you the green light, right? Like in the years gone past there were people would call them gatekeepers. Like they would decide whether you get to be on a show or you get to have a radio thing or blah 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 blah.
Whereas now people in the industry?
Yeah. Whereas now you can just do your own thing, for better or worse.
Yeah.
And you could argue the Hock Tour girl. I mean, I'm kind of a fan of the Hock Tour girl. I think I found it like her rise. I was like, this is the funniest thing of all time. This girl, the crazy Vox Pop, now has a podcast and is interviewing like Justin Timberlake or whatever she was doing. Like, it's like that is the world.
Yeah.
But I think you're right that like, if you're passionate about something, you'll probably outlive it. But it's also kind of cool to see people have these crazy moments and come from nowhere.
It's so fascinating to watch. It feels kind of dystopian, but it's not even just the passion. It's the fact that like, I don't know if what your background is, but as someone who's media trained and spent
I was about to say white.
You're like, my dad's
white.
from here.
Know. Yeah.
No, like as someone who has spent years like studying broadcasting and media and 8 years in the industry, it's like I think people forget that these are skills.
They are skills, yeah.
And so you can't just go from like, it takes a certain person to be able to sustain a media career from going like, Tuah. Like, you didn't speak. You didn't say anything. You didn't hold a room captive.
I know.
You didn't, like, create, like, a storyline. Like, you didn't – there are skills in this. And so I just find it, like, really fascinating to see whose careers sustain and then who slowly realize they can't.
But I also think the current world is all about being genuine, right, and authenticity. And if you then had found out that the Hock Tour girl had gone to Whopper and had 9 years media training and then like waiting for a big shot and she had like gamed it being like, I'm going to say Hock Tour and then I'm going to go for, you'd be like, you're the worst.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's such a fine line.
It's such a fine line. It's kind of weird and exciting, but I still think it's the same principles as ever before. If you're skilled and good at what you do, you'll do very well. Hey, we do this thing where we look at bank accounts. Did you bring any transactions in?
I didn't physically.
No, but like what like?
I thought you were like receipt. Like,
no. You can just open up your bank account.
Yeah, I can.
And tell me what's going on.
I really wanted to buy something exciting.
Well, I was hoping, you'd bought something
like a dildo or something.
Yeah. Of course, that's what I was.
I know. Well, I was like, I genuinely.
It's going to be nothing fun. It'll be like parking South Bank.
Because I went food shopping yesterday.
Oh, this is fun. This is interesting.
I had my 2 best friends over last night and I cooked them dal. So I went like food shopping and bought everything for dinner.
Beautiful.
But that's like my last transaction.
That's okay. Can we crack it in? What? Oh, it won't be an itemized receipt though, will it?
No.
How much did you spend though at the shops? And what shops did you go to?
Okay, I just like to preface that I don't normally only shop at Coles.
Yeah, this is the state of the world where now you're doing an apology for going to Coles.
I'm apologising for going to Coles.
I agree you should. Like, this duopoly system has got to end. We need to break up the supermarkets.
It is absolutely fucked. It is absolutely fucked, and that's why I'm apologising. Because I live in Collingwood, and
that's
so there's
great suburb. I know the Coles you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's like a mural or something on the wall.
Before.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. It is a good Coles.
Yeah, they're ripping off the farmers, but that is a good Coles.
But I do try, like we have quite a few like local produce shops.
There's a great, like, it's almost opposite the Coles. There's a good produce store on Smith Street. Might not be directly opposite. It's on the corner. It's a fruit shop.
Sonsa?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So normally I do my shopping there and Fitzroy's Finest, which is another really gorgeous family-owned produce shop, and then the organic shop as well.
What's the organic?
There's like an organic shop just like up Smith Street a bit more.
Okay.
I have this obsession with this chocolate called Loco Love, which is like from Byron, and it's fucking ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Chocolate has had a glow up, hasn't it?
But I can't stop. I'm so addicted. So what I'm trying to say is I'll normally do a tiny bit of Coles.
I just caught you on a bad day. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Well, I was in a rush. It was more just that I was in a
Yeah,
rush.
it's there, isn't it?
I was like, I finished work and my friends were coming over for dinner and I had to just quickly buy everything to quickly make the dal.
That's the thing. It's like Woolworths, that's their business model. It's like I like to go to Sorakos, which is like this Greek produce place in Thornbury. That. And the other day I went there and it was like call us if you need to get in. Like they were out and they've gone for 5 minutes.
The sign just said give me a call.
And it's a big place and there was a phone number. It's like you're not getting the head of Woolworths phone number when there's no one there, you know. So like they're always there and they're available for you.
Exactly. Even on public holidays.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like Bunnings. I'm ranting against Bunnings at the moment, unless they want to sponsor this podcast, in which case my opinions...
Mike, we're really not doing you any favours by
I know.
naming a whole
I will
bunch
take
of...
money from anyone.
Yeah, you're like, just to clarify...
How much did you spend?
Well, my bank is doing that weird loady thing, so I can't tell you.
Oh, you've been
I don't know why.
out.
Are you guys in a...
Is there no reception?
I am with Kogan.
Kogan? What?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Kogan?
I don't know.
Kogan is in the thing when I look up like...
talk about it.
I'm like, I want to buy...
I'm really embarrassed. I can't talk about it.
You look up phones in your area and then it's like...
I
it
never
comes up
have
with
reception.
Like a weird...
I never have reception.
I didn't even know they did internet.
I don't know how I ended up here.
Kogan were like Temu before Temu started popping.
Yeah.
Wait, so they do who do they use?
So if I'm in a room like this, they use Vodafone, which should work.
No, Vodafone's
but like if
fine.
I drive anywhere 5Ks out of the CBD,
I have 4 bars of 5G right now.
I've got 2 of 4G.
Kogan. What the hell?
That's crazy. Anyway, I think it was like $67 or something.
Yeah, okay.
I can give you a bit of a breakdown of what was on
the list. Please do.
So I was out of soy milk.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 soy milks. One had protein in it because I'm on a protein journey at the moment.
What's the protein journey? This fascinates me. Are you bulking?
Well, no, but I just never really eat protein and I've been getting like...
Are you vegetarian?
Nah, I eat... So this is the thing. I got kangaroo. That was on my list. I eat kangaroo.
Just kangaroo?
Yeah, because I need my iron and I'm having issues with my iron.
Okay, yeah.
And not being able to I'm on supplements and it's just not... I'm not getting more iron in my body.
I should give you my mum's number. She's a naturopath.
She's a naturopath.
Yeah, she'll help
Seriously,
you out.
I've been on such a journey. So that journey has included me eating kangaroo because it's like high in iron, protein, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm on a protein journey because apparently you need it for health.
Well, I think it
purposes.
Is important, but I don't know anything about food really. I just know I get told to take things that, like calcium supplements or whatever you need to take. So, but
are you taking supplements?
I'm taking nothing.
Okay.
Vyvanse, if that's ADHD medication. I don't know if that's the only thing.
Can you get the one that's got proteins ingrained?
Yeah. If they could do that,
that'd be amazing.
I often think I would just like to take one pill that
had everything.
It did all your food. It did. I mean, I do love eating and I like going to restaurants a lot. It's like one of my favorite things, but I don't do it every day. So
you would rather have a multivitamin with all of everything that you would ever need instead of going out to eat?
I would like.
Is that what you're saying?
I would like the option on like a Tuesday to do it. Because not on a Friday when it's like there's a good chance I get to go to a bar and then have a yum meal in a restaurant or something. But like on a Tuesday when it's like, what am I doing? Admin. And it's like, I'm at home. Just give me the pill.
Just give me the pill.
You don't want the pill?
I'd have the pill.
So you're on a long haul flight and I don't know how you travel. You might be in business and having the greatest time, but you're going to Europe.
Yeah.
And it sucks. You're like, there's layovers and the airplane food is shitty. And then you just could take one pill and then you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, I would do that.
You take the
pill. I
pill.
would do that. Wow, you're really selling it.
Yeah.
They do have those drinks though that if you have an eating disorder or you can't drink from your mouth or whatever, like they have those drinks called like Ensure Plus.
Oh, I've never heard of these.
They're basically like drinks that are what that pill is, but it's like to feed people who aren't able to eat.
I guess you could get
and it's just like a chocolate milkshake.
I love that.
It's kind of like an up and go.
I love up and goes.
Yeah, that's Fantastic. What it is. It's called Ensure Plus. You can get them in Cola Woolies.
They got to pay us now. They got to
pay
us.
I'm like, sorry.
It's like a drip, right? So you could just...
It's like you could live off of them for the rest of your life if you wanted to.
So where are you hoping the protein journey takes you?
I'm hoping...
Is kangaroo particularly high in protein, by the way? Is that why you're having it?
Another reason is I don't eat cow because I have this whole thing and my partner thinks it's so stupid and funny.
It's because you went to the cow town.
It's because I went to the cow town and it's because I just think they're really cute. And I'm not saying that I don't think kangaroos are cute. There's something about a cow that feels really sacred and they jump and they look really cute and I don't know. Something.
Have you
but
been
kangaroos jump. It's not
Have
logical.
you been to India?
No.
You got to go. I can't think of a more perfect country for you to go and visit.
Because cows are sacred there,
They're so sacred, yeah. And they're like, you'll be on the middle of like the equivalent of the Tullamarine freeway and there'll be a traffic jam because there's just a cow sitting in the middle of and everyone's like, we got to wait for the cow. And you can't say anything to the Indian people being like, hey, should we move the cow? They would be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
Let the cow sit there. So I think you would really like
that
India
sounds
for that reason.
so up my alley.
Because the cows are beautiful, I agree.
I think there's something so majestic about them and I don't know what it is. I think I might have watched Cowspiracy as well when I was like 16 and I think it's really in like a developing brain. Like,
yeah, you're a sponge.
Changed something in me and I haven't eaten beef
You haven't
since.
eaten beef since. It's crazy. Because I was going to say if you got a protein, you should come have dinner with us because my partner's Argentinian. And if I go hang with the Argentinians, it's like...
There's a lot of meat, right?
It's all meat. It's meat. It's meat. Chicken is like...
And quite barbecue. It's like the barbecue.
They do asado, which is so good. It's so good. But they go crazy on the meat. But if you don't like cow, then...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for you.
I dabble in some chicken. But yeah, I am on a real journey of like... I think I just didn't think... I feel like a lot of people don't think about what they eat, right? Like I just...
Yeah.
Was like... crackers and hummus girl and like
so good though.
Do you know what I mean? Like an up and go. I was like just chilling and then realized when I had all these blood tests done, like, hang on, all my levels are like critically low.
Yeah. You don't realize it, do you? Because like you're just trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
Often,
and you're like,
that's how I am with food, hence the pill. Especially what's today? Today is a Tuesday. Today would be a perfect day for the pill.
It was like, who has the time to cook dinner every single night? Yeah. Let alone make your own breakfast and your lunch and then cook yourself dinner.
You know, like people are doing it though. This is like
crazy
inner city privilege bullshit coming from us. We're like, our lives are so busy. It's like there's just like, I hope there's a single mum with 7 kids out there listening or watching this right now. Being like, can you guys shut the fuck up, please? I cook for 7 people. Yeah, exactly. But you are right. It's hard. I agree it's hard and I'm not very good at I prioritize other things over food.
Well, exactly. And that's what it comes down to. It's like if you have to cook yourself every single day, a meal where you've got this amount of protein, this amount of fat, healthy fats, this amount of fiber, trying to eat the rainbow. You need your 2 fruit and your 5 veg. And then you're like, that's for every, like how, who's this? So I'm like.
You're now on board with my pill
I'm so on
idea.
board.
You like the pill?
I'm so on board on the pill.
Yeah, I think the pill could be huge. But the big supermarkets will never let it happen. They need people buying all the stuff.
Yeah, so many jobs would be lost.
Exactly. It actually
it's kind of like the equivalent of AI.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the farm. Yeah, it's a dystopian
I'm sure
future
someone's
nightmare.
actually making it.
The pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. You could just put it, but you'd still have to put, look, I don't want to get into if it is a business idea, I don't want to give away. And
no, don't tell the logistics. No.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Do you have anything you want to plug?
The HookUp. Yep. If you enjoyed listening to this very rogue conversation about sex and dating and relationships, we do a lot more of that on the HookUp podcast.
Wow, that was so perfect. That was a bit. I mean,
I know, I've got it down to a T.
That was fantastic. Oh, before you go, how do you say Triple J?
Triple J?
Interesting.
What, do I have to go Triple J?
Yeah, there's all these different ways. Some people go triple J, like that.
Oh,
they go Triple J.
Doing the sting?
Well, yeah, but even just people day-to-day conversation.
Really?
They'll go Triple J. Or
Triple J.
Triple J. J? Oh, no, wait. No, they don't start with J. No one starts with a J.
They're just going J.
How do you say it again? You say it again.
Triple J.
Okay, you've nailed it. Okay, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.